What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants, guys. Welcome back to the AM. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome back to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Well, everybody, welcome back to the Strategy Breakdown series, where we're talking about the 5 pieces and the 5 parts of a strategy and how to make one. And this is, again, applies to anything in life. Right now, we're talking about Lawns R Us, which is a fictional company that we made to just kind of demonstrate and give some practical examples of how this works. But again, what we're doing applies to everything in life. If you have a big objective or a small to large objective somewhere in life that you're trying to accomplish, you can go through these 5 steps and help break everything down for what you need and all the steps on how to get there, right? So anyways, we are on step number 4, which is communication. And so this one is huge. This one's often overlooked. And Andrew and I have a saying in our companies where if it is not written, it does not exist. And I want y'all to think about that. So a couple days ago, I called and I was logging into some stuff. And I was logging into some stuff and I ended up getting a phone call for verification code. And I had to listen to the verification code at least twice to make sure I got it right. Versus normally if it's sent text, it's really easy to verify. And it is much easier for people to grasp information and be on the same page if it's written down versus auditorily spread. And oftentimes as leadership, we think, hey, I've told you once and this works. And you should know how to do it after I've told you once. And that is so broken because people don't learn the first time you tell them. I don't learn the first time I get told everything. And this is the biggest part of the planning session. I mean, this is the biggest step after planning because if you can't communicate your plan, right, which is step 3, if you can't communicate that to your team and to the right people, none of the work is actually going to be accomplished. And so everything has got to be written, not spoken. I'm going to say that again. Everything that you should do should be written and not spoken. The plan must be written down. All the pieces and executional steps must be written down. And each piece of the plan should be a to-do list that you can easily communicate to your team. You should also have a meeting with all the people who are going to be working on this for you, whatever the objective is. So if it's just between you and your spouse, you guys are trying to move to a different state or a country, or you're trying to retire, or you're going to move your whole family, you should have a whole entire meeting with your family to talk about the plan on what you're going to do so everybody's clear on expectations. If you're doing what we're doing right now, which is currently building Lawns R Us, and it's just me and my spouse and my kids, well, guess what? I need to have a team meeting with them and communicate the plan and what's going on. The next part of communication, which is more for an organization, is what I call disbursement. You've got to be able to disperse all the vital information for the plan to succeed to your team, and you need to have it easily accessible at all points and times. And so, for instance, right, for lawn care, for Lawns R Us, which is our lawn care company, it would be a 3-ring binder with the plan and all the parts and pieces laid out sitting in the home office so that me or my spouse could grab it at any point in time and read it and look at it. And I can see it, right? If you're in a large organization and you're moving towards a major objective, well, that disbursement includes like the integration within your systems, your project management tools, or things like that. If you're smaller, it might be that 3-ring binder I mentioned. It might be an Excel spreadsheet that anybody can access and look at. And so everybody can be on the same page. The point of the communication is to create unity in your team and unity within your people. And I'll say that again, the whole point of communication is to create unity within your team and unity within the people that are involved in doing this, right? It's to create unity. And it's so everybody can be on the same page. So everybody has the same expectations. So everybody understands what's going on and they understand the purpose. And so with the plan, the purpose should be included. The objective should be included, the timeline, all those things. And then all that should be communicated. And oftentimes during the communication process, when you're actually having meetings with the people that you need to meet with, right? Oftentimes this is where buy-in occurs because you're going to have people ask, well, why are we doing it this way? Why are we doing it that? And it is okay if things come up and it's like, oh my gosh, we should revise the plan. We forgot about that. This is where humility really matters, listening to your people and listening to the people involved in the project. Because again, this is about creating unity and about creating buy-in. And that's the whole purpose behind the communication step. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch you later. Peace.